Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 100 and 185th. Thank you so much for joining in today. You are showing resilience against Corona, COVID, or lockdown, wherever we are stuck right now in the situation. Today, the word of the day is resilience. Please try to use it as much as I have. I tried, but it's been a long time I did not use word of the day, but I will try to use as much as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, today our host, the topics master, is our very well known and who came back after a long, long time, Toastmaster Anushri Sharma. But just to explain you all, today you are going to speak for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is Global Impromptu Speaking session, and where we practice impromptu speaking. We are not a club, but we are from different clubs. Here we are supporting each other. We are speaking for plus minus 2 minutes, but rest of the sessions we observe and empower the people. Listen to their, because we need somebody who can listen to us. Nowadays, the world is so busy. Honestly speaking, nobody has time to listen to somebody. Before somebody asks question, we have an answer ready. So here, at least we are practicing something called humanity. We're listening to the people, their point of view, whatever they think according to that point given are the topics given. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in today again. Let's put our hands together for our vibrant, resilient topics master, Toastmaster Anushri Sharma. Bye bye. Oh, sorry. Over to you, ma'am.
My turn. Good evening, salam, adab, namaste, impromptu, global impromptu, my family and friends. Yes, I'm back after a long time. Very much resilience, the word of the day, and we are supposed to use it. The meaning of this word, the capacity to recover quickly from the tough times. As I came back from a little tough time, not big one, but yes, I'm back here. So today's topic divided into, it's not at all difficult, first of all. So don't worry about that. It's a very, very nice, very bubbly like me. Okay, you will definitely enjoy the topics. And we are calling your name first come, first serve. So first person I noticed who was here, that is none other than Savita ma'am. So good evening, Savita ma'am. And your
good evening, teacher Anushri.
ma'am. So your topic, Savita ma'am, your topic is because you worth it. Because you worth it, Savita ma'am.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master Anushri ma'am. And my greetings to everyone present here. Because you worth it. That's why people get reward. Otherwise, why would they? There is some worth. The consequences are always given at the end. Yes, I agree. Because somebody is worth something, they get the result, positive result. Without being worth, you don't get anything in this life. Yes, I agree. Myself, if I speak about this on this topic, worth. When I was in school, in primary school, I was in Hindi medium school. In secondary, my parents put me into English medium school. Principal said, it is very difficult in secondary to go ahead with this change of language. But my brother, my father said, give her a chance. Give her a chance. She's been doing good throughout till primary. Okay, they agreed and principal gave me the chance. My hard work, best of my thing. I proved it. So that my father said, see, Because you worth it, you got this. Yes. Hard work goes behind everything. Nothing comes like that. So to prove that worth, hard work has to be the first thing. You have to prove and then go ahead. And there was a resilience in me to prove that worth. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Topic Master Anushri.
Thank you, Savita ma'am. And it's none other Laurel tagline. You worth, because you worth it. Yes. Now, the second person who was here on dot before that time, Sushan. So Sushan, yes. Good evening, son.
Good evening, ma'am.
And your topic is the choice of a new generation. Sushan, the topic is the choice of a new generation. Take it.
Thanks, Savita, ma'am. The choice of a new generation. A pretty much critical topic for me, anyways. It's all depends on what we see. It's all depends on what and how we take it. Everyone says next generation is going to be full of technology. Next generation is going to be so advanced. Next generation is going to be full of robots, robotics, applications, processes, and more technical stuffs. But what I think is that we humans have the power of making it false just by making a right decision. Why do we need robots to control us? We are rulers ourselves, right? If we just unite and make a move, that would really create an impact on the next generation. That's what is really needed right now. We know, even I know, technology is good. That's where we prove ourselves that we are a bit advanced. We are a bit smart. We know a few things, and that's how we excel. But if everything in this life is full of bread, how can you eat it? Just like that. If everything in this world is full of robots, how can we live on it? This earth was being created by the God in order to enjoy its nature, its pleasantness. But when the robots come, the pleasantness, the nature created by the God disappears, right? So that's where we need to make a move. Thank you. Be positive, be resilient. Over to the table topic master.
Well said, new generation, Gen X boy. Thank you. And this is a Pepsi tagline. Yes. And my next person to whom I invite on the stage, Mr. Krishna or Miss Krishna. Yes. Can you unmute yourself? Krishna. Are you there? We can decide Mr. and Mrs. later on, but come on. Okay, fine. I think they don't want to disclose. Okay, Sharman sir, we know you, who you are. So our next, yes, ready. Thank you, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sharman sir, your topic is don't leave home without it. Don't leave home without it. Sharman sir.
Madam Table Topic Master and Global Interference, I think I can't leave home without love. And you have to, when you leave this your home place also, you have to, your mind is at home. You have to keep something. If you forget everything when you're leaving, and you will be away. And also, and can you hear me?
So it's not, yeah, little bit more.
Yeah, and also, so when maybe you're going and working in an office, and you will forget everything. But anyway, your immediate family members, they want your communication, your connections, and your affectionates. And if you go there and just forget it,
But when you come home, also you have to see your family needs. And because of material things, I think spiritual or loving words and leaving home, saying goodbye, and those things are very effective these days. We have to practice it. And also we don't know to leave home and coming back, when you can come back home in this situation. And also you have to looking into their health situations, their needs, and while attending their things, you have to do your work life and social life and the family life also. So over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, sir. Even you can take only American Express. You can have it, you can buy it, anything. Yes, thank you so much. Okay, next I want to call Viji, who I think she left. Okay, Santosh sir, good evening. Are you ready?
Yes, good evening. I'm ready.
Yes. Your topic is, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours.
Okay. Thank you and good evening to all of you. When it rains, it pours. I understand from this that when it rains, it pours means if anything good happens, it comes in a bunch. Or if something goes wrong or something bad things happens, that also comes in a lot. So that is my understanding from the topic. But literally, if you say that if when it rain, it pours, because I am from Mumbai, and I feel that is true. Because wherever in Mumbai we have raining starts, it pours, and all communication and all transportation fails. So that is one of the point. Uh, I have this experience when I was in college, and not yes, college. And that time I was traveling to Mumbai from my suburb station, and raining had just started, and we enjoy the young time. We don't bother about the umbrellas and anything. And I traveled to Mumbai without any problem. And while coming back, all the trains stopped, and I had to walk something around uh, 7 to 8 kilometers through the tracks, and that too the flooded tracks. So that is one of the memory which I can recall at this time. But coming back to not literal meaning, but for the with respect to the topic, I never observed this in the positive way. When it rained, it pours. I never got all the kind of happiness and all kind of luck factors coming to me in a pouring way. But I found that difficulties came all together, and I pissed off out of that. So that is my take on this. That when it rains, it pours. It is for me. It is like on the negative side, not on positive side. Back to you, Double Topic Master. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very well said, Santosh sir. Yes. The next person to whom I want to call on stage, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am. Vijay Lakshmi ma'am, I think. She is there. Yes.
Good
And
evening.
Santosh sir, when it pours, when it rains, it pours molten salt. If you want to buy, you can go for that. Yes, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am, are you ready?
Yeah, please let me try.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Vijay Lakshmi ma'am, your topic is the happiest place on earth. The happiest place on earth, Vijay Lakshmi ma'am.
Okay. The topic given to me today is the happiest place on the earth. The happiest place on the earth for me will be my home. Okay, home. We are blessed to have a home that is, we have a place for room, to have enough sufficient food, and people around us to share our feelings and emotions at the time of need. And always I feel we are really blessed to have a home Like, yes, we have parents, and of course now we are also parents for teenagers and all the stuffs, but still home is a place where you can be your own. You need not act or pretend what you do outside in the outside world to achieve what you want. And I feel home is a place where we are motivated to the maximum extent. And home is a place where you can express yourself to the best of yourself. No need to hide anything, no need to put a blanket on you, no need to smile when you have to cry or cry when you have to smile. This is a place where you are yourself. And even there are few friends who become a part of your family and your home, though they are not a part of us, like in relation to a blood relationship, but they do surely become a part of our home. In that way, they strengthen our home too. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Completely agree with your take on. But some people think Disneyland is the happiest place for them on this earth. That's a tagline for Disneyland. Yes. So my next, thank you, ma'am. Kantesh, sir, are you there? Kantesh. Oh, I don't think so. Oh my, sorry. Before that, okay. Jessie, ma'am.
So
Good
nice
evening,
to see.
ma'am.
So nice to see you. Your spirit is still the same. I loved it.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, your topic is not suits you, but I know you can take it very nicely. So, Jessie, ma'am, don't be evil. Don't be evil, Jessie, ma'am.
Evil, EVIL, right?
Yes, evil.
Yes. Yeah. Don't be evil. Goodness has a way of spreading goodness, but nowadays evil is also spreading faster than goodness. I have been experiencing for the past 1 or 2 years. There is calamities, there is a tsunami, there is a fire elsewhere, there is a flood in Mumbai and Jharkhand. There is pandemic everywhere. The entire world is reeling in something which is not in miseries. And these miseries are a cause of something that we do to the nature or to the creator. And that I find, it's my opinion, I find that every good thing that you do, goodness comes back. And every evil that you do, it comes back also. But we are not, I don't see anybody is accepting, anybody is thinking what we did is what we are getting it. We need to change and then we need to spread goodness. I keep telling, don't be evil, because evil comes back to hit you back. It's a boomerang process. You see, I remember one of the sadhus used to say, good, good, bad, bad, and nothing escapes. So if I will tell you 100 times, don't be evil. Even in your thinking also, sometimes we do think evil against another, jealousy, evil, but that all kills you. It is like somebody said, eating poison and asking someone else to die. So don't be evil in your thoughts. Don't be evil in your acts. Don't be evil in your judgment also. Even if there is something in it, because we are human, try thinking that whatever I do to others, it's going to come back to me. So that its best thing is to not to be evil. Anushri, don't be evil. Always be nice to everyone. Be cheerful and spread love. Anushri, over to you.
Thank you so much for your enlightening words, ma'am. I know we are not supposed to be evil, but you know who is making us evil? Google. And the tagline is don't be evil. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, Umarji, are you ready?
No, I am not ready.
You are not ready, but we are ready to give you the topic.
Okay.
Yes.
What tagline you will give me? Let's see.
Yes. Your tagline is made for each other. Made for each other, Omar ji.
Made for each Okay. Made for each other. There, that housemaid is also there. Okay, but this is not housemaid you are talking about. Made for each other. Okay. They say that marriages are made, couples are made in heaven and all that, but divorces happen on earth. So I always believe that relationships, creating relationship is easy, but managing them and sustaining them is what makes a couple last longer. Because a person will say, I am we are made for each other, we can do that, we can do that, a lot of promises they will make, but are they fulfilling those promises? Are they following what they said? It's not about that. It's all about matching the expectations and doing the things that are good for each other. We at the same time, when you talk about made for each other, you are talking about mutually agreeing upon things. Sometimes you have to make compromises, sometimes you have to be flexible. If you are rigid, that leave it, and some other is soft, then you are not made for each other. Then you are manipulating that person, maybe you are using that person to your advantage. That is not called, we call it made for each other. If you are made for each other, you will complement each other, you will empower each other, and you will take care of each other's happiness. You will be ready to sacrifice your own happiness for that person. So are you willing to do that for that person? Are you Do you think that you are made for that person, or that person is made for you? First you have to realize, what are you made up of? You are made up of love, you are made up of compassion, you are made up of empathy, kindness, care. So if you are made up of that, that all will speak through your actions, and the other person will connect to it also. And if that person is made of that also, you will connect. And that's how you will be choosing who is made for each other. Over to you, table topic first.
Thank you so much. So your take on kind of a relationship of marriage, like a will cigarette, which is written on that. The tagline is made for each other, but smoking is injurious to health. So marriage is in the same
Really?
way, made for each other, but it
Really?
is, yeah, it is, yes,
Injurious. Stay single.
injurious. Thank you for your enlightening words to us.
Freedom.
Yeah. Uh, Mr. Akib, guest Akib, are you there? Guest Akib, you want to take
Ma'am,
topic?
I'll take a break for 5 minutes. I'll take another topic
Okay.
after 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. Mr. Sujit, good evening, Mr. Sujit.
Hi, good evening. I'm just connecting.
Okay, sure. Take your time, sir.
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Sujit, sir, your topic is think different. Think different, Mr. Sujit.
In order to kill boredom, it's always recommended to think different and think out of box. As soon as I landed my first job, I was asked to do something different and think out of box. It was almost a new word point for me, which I didn't understand. And as I kind of groomed myself for the job, I got to know about it. Is that, can you make some difference? Can you bring in some incremental thoughts or some insights to the management, which is kind of new for them, and that there is always opportunity to contribute, provided you can think creative, you can think out of the box. So this is my take from that. Back to you, Anushri.
Thank you, Sujit sir. Yeah, we should start eating apple from Newton to Steve Jobs. That apple is that having this tagline, think different. Yes. And next, I want to invite Tawfiq. Tawfiq, are you there? Tawfiq? Johnny?
I am, but I wouldn't be able to open my camera.
Okay. You want to take a topic?
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much. So Johnny, your topic is an idea can change your life. An idea can change your life, Johnny.
For anyone who has watched or read the book, The Law of the Attraction, it states that thoughts become things. So an idea can change your life. Most people think impulses are just, oh, I did it. But your brain basically functions to plan everything, right? You have to have had the thought. The idea had to pop in your head. Think about it. A light bulb was such a great idea that it became the sign for great ideas. What you think not only affects you and your actions, but it affects how you interact with the world. Think different. Watch your thoughts. Make them geared towards the person you want to be and you want to become. Then you'll see the world in a different way. Back to you, Madam Topic Sponsor.
Thank you, Johnny, for your idea, which can change anyone's life. Thank you so much. And next person to whom I invite on the stage, it's Geeta ma'am. Geeta ji, are you there? Okay, I think Akib is ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, Akib. So
Good evening.
your topic is express yourself. Express yourself, Akib.
Thanks, Anushri ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. I was little occupied, so I could not take the other topic. Express yourself. The topic itself, express. This has been at my core for like 10 years. So when I started my primary education, like when I moved out of my home and started preparing for intermediate examination and engineering competitive examination, I was not able to express myself. And the main barrier which I had was language. So the language which I had studied was a pure Hindi platform, wherein like English was also taught in Hindi. So that you can imagine. So this barrier I was facing difficulties to cross. Somehow I managed to gain all those written communication, and I was able to write in English and qualify exams. I was able to crack competitive examination. I got into a college. Again, I started facing the same problem, wherein when we join a college, we'll have to go for debates or interviews for getting any job opportunities. Again, I started facing those problems. And there was a time when we started working on, me and my friends, and we will have every evening debate sessions. And that is where I started getting crux of English nuances. Bit by bit, we put our efforts, and I was able to express my opinions. So that is very much important. If I'm unable to express my opinions, even though I know the topic, I won't be able to speak there. So this expression and how to deliver myself has been at like very close to me, because I know the pain when you know the answer and you are unable to perform there. So that's about the topic. Handing over the stage back to Anushri ma'am.
Thank you. So we are on the same boat. So I'm also trying to express myself. Thank you so much, and good take on the topic. Next, I want to call on the stage, Sunita ma'am. Sunita ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Anushree.
Sunita ma'am, your topic is we go the extra mile. We go the extra mile, Sunita ma'am.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anushree. Good evening to my impromptu family. We go the extra mile. Yes, we do that in life very often, especially for our family. As a parent, you are always ready to go the extra mile for your children. And that spills over at times to others also, but it's just in the family that it happens the most. There is this time when you forget all about yourself, as a child, you don't really live for yourself, but once you grow up and you get married and you have children, you always keep thinking about them, you put yourself behind and you go on living for them. You're ready to sacrifice anything for these people. But then there comes a time in life when they will leave you, they have to fly away. That is nature's law. They will fly away. And that is when you realize that you should have done something for yourself also. So I think today most parents now are quite, earlier this used to be the story. I know a lot of parents in my parents' generation who have, spent all their savings on the children, gone the extra mile. And when it comes to their old age, there is nobody for them. They don't have finances, but I think this generation is a little more careful. We know what to do. So we do go the extra mile, but we know where to draw the line. We don't go extra miles, we do the extra mile. And that, irrespective of whether you're a human being or an animal, all parents do that. This extra mile is a parent's prerogative. Over to you, Anushree.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, we can just buy a half-out bike, that bicycle, and we can go extra mile. So parents, no need to worry. Don't go so much extra miles. Just buy a bicycle. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. And now I want to call upon here Jaya. Good evening, Jaya. How are you?
A very good evening. Nice to see you after a long time.
Thank you, dear. Same here. So your topic is, Jaya, reclaim your life. Reclaim your life, Jaya.
A very good evening to all the impromptu members and dear guests. Reclaim your life. Well, this sentence holds very true in my life, in my real life. And time again, I have repeated, I have gone through a lot and going through still. But I keep that hope. I break down, but again I reclaim myself. I re-silence myself and come above all that with great difficulty. I still do. I hold myself in spite of all the difficulties, struggles, shortcomings, and I continue to do that. Without Toastmaster and other therapies, I wouldn't I wouldn't have able to reclaim myself. Toastmaster has helped me in this situation, that helped me to come out, be silent, resilient. Over to you.
Thank you, Jaya. Yes, we all are having a resilience power. So we'll come back. Thank you. Are you there? I don't think so. Tawfiq, are you ready? Okay. Jatin. Jatin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Jatin, your topic is so easy. Listen carefully. Jatin, so easy, a caveman can do it. So easy, a caveman can do it. Jatin.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good evening, my fellow impromptu family members. Okay, it's so easy that a fellow caveman can do this, and I totally agree to this topic. But these days, like doing all the easy stuff, we're struggling. So many people have started to becoming lazier day by day because of the lockdown. People are thinking that they don't care about how will it be. Nobody will care. Nobody will check because they won't be checking. They'll mostly be on the families. So people, so many of my friends started to become lazy because of the lockdown and. How many people are the more people are being lazier, the worse it is. So say for example, when I'm sometimes lazy whenever I'm taking water. So so before the lockdown, everybody they were self independent, like they could do by their own. They don't need anybody's help. But now these days they're asking their parents, they're asking their friends that I want this water, I want water, I want say juice or something. Why can't they make by their own self? Like bringing water just takes like 1-2 minutes to get it. But then they're asking others to bring them the water. So people are becoming lazier these days. So because of this lockdown, this is one advantage. But then so this tagline says that it is easy, even a caveman can do it. So anybody can do it, but then they should keep their effort. They should not be lazy. Whatever they do, they need to do with happiness, with like telling that if I do this, the next day or other day, it will help me or something like that. So thank you.
Thank you, Jatin. Yes, we all can do. If the caveman can do in that tough time. Yes. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I want to call here Sue. No, he's not there. Okay. Vibhaji, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Your topic is do you think crying is the sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Vibhaji.
Thank you, Anushri ji. It's really a good topic. Look, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the global impromptu family members. Crying is the sign of weakness or strength. I would be 50-50 agree and 50% agree and 50% disagree, because there are many situations when we cry even after achieving good things, even after we are happy and we are crossing the limit of happiness. So like for me it's a sign of weakness, because whenever I feel that I am becoming weak and I'm not getting any support or any guidance or anything, at that point of time I just feel panic and I feel too much weak from my inside, and then I just weep out. So that is not the way to express your emotions. We should express our emotions in a better way so that we can handle the situation in a balanced way. Like if anybody is in on behalf of me and that person is a practical minded person, so he or she will, what will they do, what he will do, he will try to think about the situation and want to tackle with that situation, and then he will move out of that situation so that he can wisely handle the situation, and the things could be things could be done easily and in a balanced way. But in my case, it's totally different because I'm so emotional person, and such type of people just they go into deep depression if they don't handle their situation in a strong way. They will go. So I would suggest everybody here to handle the situation in the balanced way. Don't be panic, neither you don't be much happier so that you can't face the negative situation at that point of time. So be balanced, and sometimes yes, crying is weakness, sometimes it is strength, because many people achieve things like many people win the game and then cry. That is the crossing of limitations of his or her happiness. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Vibaji. So basically, crying is your personal thing. You want to cry, it's up to you. Weakness or strength, make it for yourself. Yes, next person I want to call here, Vinod. Mr. Vinod. Are you there?
Vinod.
Hi, good evening. This
Hi,
is
good
Vinod.
evening. Yes.
Hi, currently I am driving. Can you
Okay,
call after
okay,
some
fine.
after 15? Yeah.
Thank you. I'll call somebody else. Dr. Vandana. Are you available, ma'am? Dr. Vandana? Existence, no sign here. Okay.
Dr. Vandana, are you there?
You are calling from your window. It's more louder than mine.
Yes, special. It's a special window.
Thank you. Thanks for your support. Okay. Anuragji, are you ready for topic?
Yes, I am ready. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. Anuragji, your topic is, what is the difference between living or existing? What is the difference between living or existing? Anuragji.
So there is a great difference between existing and living. We all exist, but not all of us live. Living is something different from existing. Living is something when you live from your heart and when you enjoy the life, when you enjoy each and every moment of your life, that is living. And we say that the chair exists, the television set exists. So these non-living things, they also exist, but they are not actually living. So if we need to live, then how can we live? I think the best way to live a good life is to live in the present. If we live in the present, then definitely we will not be bothering about our past, not we will be thinking about our future, what will happen in the future. And we will be enjoying each and every moment of our life, which is passing right now. And life is a gift given by God to all of us. And what the use of it if you're not able to use it in a good way? So I think everything in this world exists, but living is something which is only bestowed with living things like humans and animals. So it becomes imperative for all of us that we don't exist, but we live, and we live life to the fullest. Thank you, and over to you.
Well said, Anuragji. Yes, live the life with fullest. Don't be exist. So many things are existing in this universe, but we should live each and every moment. Thank you so much. Bandana. Bandana, are you there? Are you ready? Bandana Singh.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes.
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Your topic is Bandana. What do you love the most about yourself? What do you love the most about yourself, Bandana? So we all want to hear.
Okay. What does any individual in this world love about themselves? I guess it's self-love. Everything that you do, every part of your body, everything that you say, every belief, and your moral compass that drives you towards your goals, everything you love about yourself. But if I have to pick anyone in that, that would be my smile, of course. Because I believe that I've got the prettiest smile ever in the world, thanks to my mom and thanks to my genes that gave me this. And even then, if I have to go on and still pick something that still makes me unique, because a lot of people in the world have a beautiful smile. None of the people's smile is any way lesser to anyone else's. But even then, if something makes me beautiful, it's my inner belief, my strength, and my driving motivation that keeps me going, despite no matter how many times I felt I couldn't make it, but still I keep on driving myself towards excellence. I never give up. This is what a human tendency is like. You keep driving, you keep striving for higher and higher and higher until you achieve it. I remember that when I came to this industry of electronics and communication industry, telecommunication being my background, in my first job I felt that I do nothing at all. But then now I look back and realize I feel that a first year, a fresher is supposed to be like that. It's okay if your academic curriculum doesn't match your industry expectations, but if you keep working hard on yourself, a stage comes when you start getting to know things, and then you get people to mentor, and then a self-belief is built that you are no lesser than anyone else. So if I have to say that what all things I love, it's my smile and it's my belief that I can do it and I'm no less than anything. I have to strive for higher. I have to challenge myself to reach the place where I want to be. I want to see myself as in. So yes, keep dreaming, keep striving. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. You may fit in someone's shoes. You may not be liked by others, but still bring that smile on and go on. Back to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. We also love your smile and salute to your inner spirit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Next, I want to call here Indu. Yes, Indu.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
So, Indu, your topic is, has your greatest fear ever come true? Has your greatest fear ever come true? Indu.
Okay. Yeah, good evening to the Global Impromptu family, and thank you so much, Toastmaster Anushri, for this topic. So, has my greatest fear ever come true? So, we all have so many fears, and every time, sometimes step, and we are able to overcome it, and sometimes the same fear may crop up again, and we are not prepared at that time, and we may stumble, and we may not be able to successfully go past it. So I think that this is life, and we are faced with challenges in the form of fears or difficulties, and we are given this life to to emerge from all this. I will not say a winner, but to learn your lessons and to evolve and to become a better person each day. So that is how I see things. So yeah, that's my take on this topic. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, fearless lady. Thank you so much. Okay, the next is Pragya. Good evening, Pragya. Are you there? Pragya.
Hi.
Hi, good evening. So are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So your topic is Pragya. Is it possible to open your camera? Switch on your camera?
Not this time.
Not this time. Okay, fine, fine. Okay. Pragya, what assumption you made? What assumption you made went hilariously wrong? Pragya.
Okay. So we all have various assumptions in our life, which we think that will work out well and the things will go well. But I think the most amusing assumption we all make is about marriage. That I am going to find that lovely partner who's going to be looking like a Prince Charming, who will give me those diamond single solitaire rings and take care of me like a Bollywood movie star kind of a thing. So when I got to know my love of my life, I kind of started building those high hopes and, you can say those castles which we build, the ones which don't cost us much. I would say the most free ones. So I started building those castles, and in that beautiful castle, I had this loving husband that if I have a pain in my head, he will keep helping me with that. And if my legs are paining, he will give me a foot massage and all those things. Like a particular Prince Charming, he will be coming on a horse. Yes. So this particular assumption was something which I would not say went wrong, but when I got married, when I first day entered the kitchen, when I had to do all the household chores that very first day, then I understood that the kind of creativity our Indian cinema shows about marriage not even comes close to the facts that we live into a marriage life. And second thing which I understood is that a lot of people talk about arranged marriage and love marriage. Trust me, whatever marriage is it, a marriage is a marriage. Nothing can be more hilarious, more disastrous, and more, not up to your expectations than marriage. So I would say never create those castles, because the only thing you're left with a brick, which at the end of the day, you really want to hit your husband with. So that's the only thing from my side. Over to you, Anushri.
Thank you. Experience to speak. Thank you. Yes. Next, Geeta ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening.
Your topic is what are some of your guilty pleasures? What are some of your guilty pleasures? Geeta ma'am, we want to know.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, some of my guilty pleasures. There are a number of guilty pleasures that we have in our life. For example, let me tell one example of my college days. Now, what happens is at that time, we try to do things which we are asked not to do most of the time. For example, I'll set one example here. I'll tell you about one particular example which I never forget. It was Eid, and I was in Shillong, and my best friend, she invited me to her place. Now, I was not supposed to leave the hostel without my local guardian. So what happened was she pretended to be my local guardian, and she came and took me with her. And being Shillong, they were not very, very strict. I went and we were having a really gala time. We were enjoying ourselves. Just 19 I was at that time. And it so happened by chance, it was coincidence that my father had turned up. He went to my hostel, and the hostel warden said, your daughter has gone with the local guardian. My father was totally lost. He did not know where his daughter had gone. So, but he assumed that Praveen being my best friend, I must have gone to her place. So when what happened was, my friend's sister came and told me, Geeta, your dad is there. Your dad has come. I said, come on, don't try to fool me. I'm sure you're just joking. You're trying to frighten me. But when I went, I saw my father. I didn't know what to do. I was unable to speak. My father, in a very diplomatic manner, he said, okay, it doesn't matter, enjoy yourself, but next time, at least let me know that you're going there so that I will not be embarrassed in front of anyone. At least let me know. And if you want Praveen to be your local gadget, I'm going to write it there. But when I went back home, I cannot forget the scolding that I got that day. And that was a lesson that I learned all my life, never to forget. So I am still guilty. It was a pleasure at that moment for which I broke my father's trust. And for that, I'm really guilty even today. But it was at that time, I really enjoyed myself. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. To know your guilty pleasure, yes, we do also have all these kind of things. Thank you, ma'am, to share your experience with us. Vinod sir, are you there or you want to take it now? Or still you're driving?
Yeah, I will take it, ma'am. No issue.
Okay.
But I can't switch on my video. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. But I hope you are not driving. Drive safely. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I reached to my destination.
Okay. Your topic, sir. Vinod, sir. What's your favorite way?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite way to waste time online?
Favorite way in online?
To waste your time online.
Okay. Good evening to all. Actually, the topic is the best way to waste my life in online. Sorry, I can't hear your voice.
Yes, please go ahead. You need to speak. Rest everyone is on mute.
The topic is waste my time in online.
Yeah, favorite way to waste your life online.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for this one. The favorite way to waste my time in online means most of the people are surfing in that internet. They are trying to learn something, to play something, to chatting something, and to dating something. It's really a very fantastic time in the pandemic to waste our time in the online. Sometimes who are all managing the home, they are get worried and they are get stressed, because when I am sitting in online, my wife started poking me. When I am sitting in online, my son and daughter started poking me. So my favorite thing to waste time in online is playing chess. I always play chess in online. I played more than 2000 games in 2 months. I started 2 months before only. So I am doing this one. But it's one side, it's improving my knowledge and passions. In another side, it's irritating someone. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I hope your kids are not listening to you. You're wasting your time on chess and other games. Thank you so much. Amjad bhai, I think I finished everyone and it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So your topic is, Amjad ji, what is the weirdest way you have met someone? Amjad ji. What is the weirdest way you have met someone?
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. What is the weirdest way I have met someone? It could be a weird to you, but for us is our normal practice. The weird way is to meet somebody and commit with that somebody to live thereafter, isn't it? Nowadays, Pragya spoke about marriage experiences. She blasted and she crushed this relationship in few words, in a couple of minutes. But in our culture, in our religion, the way we practice is we meet our spouse at the day of wedding, and then we promise to live thereafter. That is the weirdest way for you. For us, it's normal practice. I have never met anybody except my spouse that way. First time, never spoke before, never met before, never seen before, and we committed because of our parents, thanks to them, and then we started living together. Today, we have beautiful 4 kids. Today, we have beautiful family. Today, we are quite happy. We fight also, we argue as well, and we disagree as well. But this is how relationships work. But we don't feel like breaking, because every relationship we get into, whether it's a market relationship, whether it's a religious relationship, or it's a cultural relationship, or it's your, you can say, uh, family relationship, there are going to be some disadvantages as well as advantages. But how you take it, how you live with it, how you sacrifice is completely up to you. If you sacrifice more, you gain more. If you fight more, you lose more. This is what I have learned from my life. No matter how arrogance we have gone through, by the end of the day, we know we are committed with each other for some reasons. We are different souls, we are different people. We belong to different families. And now we have promised to live together. We have promised to raise a beautiful family. And we will agree and we will disagree, but we will not break. This is one of the weirdest, not one of the, but only one weirdest. I'm not able to pronounce even this word. A weird meeting happened in my life, and that is the most beautiful meeting happened in my life as well. At the same time, ladies and gentlemen, be in that weird relationship. That relationship only makes your life beautiful. I disagree with Pragya. Back to you.
Thank you. But I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with you, but you are reminding my weirdest meeting, because it is on stage with the garden. You don't have a choice to run away from there. So I'm not agree with you. So we'll go for one last before you are giving me topic. Smriti. Actually, she joins and she is writing. So can I take one more? Smriti. The taste of India. The taste of India, Smriti.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Deviliers, and of course, my dear guests. The taste of India. I think the Indian spices, the Indian cuisine overall, is the most unique cuisine I've ever tasted in my entire life. And let me tell you, I'm a big foodie and I love to explore new cuisines all around the world. But still, at the end of the day, I always come back to Indian cuisines. Now, you may be wondering, why is that? Some people like to say that it's because Indian love to eat spices and Indian love spicy food. Well, let's just say that's a big stereotype. I don't exactly have that high of a spice tolerance, but I will say I have a bit of it. Especially for foreigners, they like to think that even our Indian water have spice in it. So that's a big stereotype, of course. And I will say that I don't have that big of a spice tolerance, but according to others, I have quite a big one. And I love exploring all the type of cuisine, obviously, pizza, pasta, burger, everything. But at the end of the day, Indian cuisine is just something that is just so unique and different. There are so many spices involved, and it is one of the cuisines that takes the most time to make. And even Pakistani cuisines, even the like neighborhood country cuisines, they're quite similar. So just Indian cuisine, but also Pakistani cuisine and all those. They're inspired by each other and the taste is just filled with love and just it's filled with vitamins, and it's just so good to eat. And not just because I'm Indian. I'm not just saying just because I'm Indian, because even I have so many foreign friends and they were like, I don't like Indian food, it's too much spicy. And then one day I just bring them to my house and I make them eat all the Indian snacks, and they're like, what the hell, this is so good. And I'm just like, I told you so. Because even though they're foreigners, at the end of the day, it tastes like home. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, darling. But pizza, pasta, burger is not an Indian cuisine. Just reminding you, Amul, the taste of the India. No need of a masala. You can drink milk. You can have butter. Taste of India is Amul. Thank you so much. And my turn. Yes. Over to you, Amjad.
Toastmaster Umar will be giving you the topic. Toastmaster Umar, go ahead, please.
I will take revenge now. Just kidding.
बस एक शर्त है, समझ आ
Anushri
जाना
ma'am,
चाहिए.
what easy, very easy topic, very easy.
Yes.
The easiest topic you I can get from me.
Yes,
So why it is said that love is blind? Why it is said that love is blind? Anushri ma'am.
Thank you so much, Umarji. Why it said that love is blind? Because when you are in love, you are on seventh heaven and you can't see the reality because it is very much down. It is so high and nobody can see clearly. So that is why that blur thing, because there's so many, the dreams, clouds are in between. It's actually come into your vision and you can't see clearly, and people think it's you are blind, you can't see the reality, the person is not good for you, fit for you, but you are in the love, you can't see the reality because you are dreaming about, as Pragya says, we are building a castles, we are in that mode that our perfect person or the complete man is with us, and we are not ready to listen. Our parents, those who are saying he is not earning properly, he is not well behaved, but we think he is so good because he is showing that part which we are not going to see, the another part of his life. So that is why the love is blind, because we are in our dream world. So the blindness is not actually the blindness, it is just that blurredness which will go fast when you are settled with that person. So then you remove, because you are not lifelong a Gandhari, you will remove that and you will know what is the person right there. Then you realize, yes, that statement was completely true. Love is blind. So don't be blind when you are in love. Please see the reality. Trust your parents, trust your friends. And overall, the first thing, you listen to your heart. Thank you. Over to you.
Wonderful take. कहीं ना कहीं से हिंदी निकल जाती है गंधारी.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Umar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we conduct our sessions. It was 185th session hosted by our topic, mastered by Toastmaster Anushri Sharma. Please put your hands together to thank Toastmaster Anushri Sharma for giving us beautiful topics and making this another successful session. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anushri Sharma. Please keep coming. We miss you. And of course, we are incomplete without you. Ladies and gentlemen, with that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.